today for Writer's Workshop, we're starting a whole new unit. Okay, Colt? This unit is called Personal Narratives. Can you guys say that? Say personal narratives. Okay, do you know what narrative means? No, of course not. It's a fancy word for story. Yeah, so what we're going to be doing in this time is we're going to be writing stories about ourselves. Okay? Last time we could write a story about anybody. Remember I wrote about that girl who was in the lava?
Yeah.
Was that a story about me?
No.
Have I ever been in the lava? Do I have lava boots? No, there's no such thing. That was pretend. So this time, none of our stories are going to be pretend. They're going to be real. They're going to be things that have happened to you. That's what a personal narrative is. It's personal because it's about you. That's what personal means. And narrative means story. Okay? So a lot of times when I'm thinking, you know, I always have to have a moment to kind of be like, okay, what happened? What did I do? And what can I write about? You know, we just came off fall break, right? And lots of you guys went fun places. Well, I didn't go fun places. But you know what I did? I stayed home. And that was fun for me. And I read a bunch of books. So what I might write about is how I got up early every morning and I didn't have to get ready for school. So I stayed in my pajamas. And you know what I did? I got my coffee and I went out on the front porch every single morning and I just watched the sun come up. And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for this beautiful sunrise. It was just like, it was just awesome. The sun was coming up and like there was dew on the field and nobody else was up and I didn't have to rush. I didn't have to get to school. I didn't have to think about anything and I could just sit there and sip my coffee and just be like, oh, I love this. And it was a little bit cool out, which I like. And the leaves were starting to turn colors. So that might be my story. But when you write a story, does a story usually have one page? No. So this time, when we start writing our stories, we're going to start stretching our stories out over several pages. Because you remember from a long time ago when we talked about the train, remember the train and that's the organization? And the train had a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? So we're going to do that with our stories. Okay? So if I was going to write about my fall break, coffee stuff, I might say I woke up. That would be the beginning. And I got my coffee. And the next thing I did was I went outside on the front porch and I looked at the sunrise. And I might draw a picture of me holding my coffee and the sunrise over there on the east. Because it's like, when I walk out my front porch, it's over that direction. And so I can look out there and there's also a field. Lots and lots of fields. And sometimes people hunt in those fields, Colt. And so I can look over at the field and I can see the sun coming up and I can see the fog. So that would be my picture. And then the last thing that would happen in my story is I would be like, okay, I'm getting cold. It's time to go in. And so I'd go inside and then I'd do my Bible study. And that would be my story. So you guys, when you start writing your personal narratives, you need to think of a beginning, a middle, and an end. Okay? And we're going to start stretching our stories out over 3 pages. Because we're going to be making like books. Okay? All right.